How long were you all actually separated? We never understood. How long? Was it months or years?
Run, man. Run from that shit. Get you some peace of mind, dog.
The mess that is Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's marriage seems to be growing with each day, and many celebrities have now come out to advise the couple to get a divorce. So who are these celebrities, and what exactly did they say? Number 6, Kodak Black.
Run, man. Run from that shit. Get you some peace of mind, dog.
A 2018 episode of Red Table Talk started recirculating around the same time as the Instagram live clip. During the episode, Jada admitted that she originally had no interest in tying the knot with Will. "I never wanted to be married," Jada said in the episode that featured Will, their daughter Willow, and Jada's mother in a round table discussion. According to the star and host, she felt obligated to get married after getting pregnant with the couple's first child. Controversial rapper Kodak Black, who came under fire in January for posting salacious twerking videos from an NHL game, saw the old clips and decided to weigh in on the Smith family. Black took to Instagram Live on April 9th to voice his opinions about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. "Jada Pinkett, baby, you was out of pocket," the Roll in Peace rapper said in footage that was reshared on Twitter. "You gotta that love you. F with you after all those years," Kodak added. Shortly afterward, the contentious hip-hop figure suggested that Jada date him instead of her husband. "You don't deserve Will Smith. You deserve Kodak. You deserve me," the rapper said. "I be the real thug." Kodak then launched into a tangent about how legendary West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur was not an all-the-way gangsta. The reason Kodak mentioned Tupac was because Jada was famously close friends with the All Eyes on Me artist. Tupac Shakur and Jada Pinkett met as teens at their Baltimore Arts High School. Will has confessed before that he was jealous of their bond.
Were you ever jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Oh
gonna say
my
no.
God, that dude. And that was in the early days.
She just loved him, the Bad Boys star said on The Breakfast Club in 2020. He was the image of perfection, but she was with the Fresh Prince, he added. Will mentioned that Jada's relationship with Tupac caused tension between the two hip-hop stars. Tension Will later regretted. Besides his advice for Jada, Kodak also had a suggestion for Will. The Tunnel Vision rapper suggested the Hollywood A-lister try dating younger women. "Go get you some other a young tenderoni," Kodak advised Will. Number 5, Jada's mother. There was a time when Jada Pinkett's mother wasn't on board with her daughter's marriage to Will. In an episode of her Facebook Watch series, Red Table Talk, the actress revealed her mother, Adrienne Banfield Jones, questioned the couple's marriage after she and Will announced plans to go by life partners instead of husband and wife. She was like, "Well, why don't you guys just divorce?" she said. "One of the ideas for me is that we've built such a beautiful community, we've built such a beautiful family, we do well together. Breaking that group and community up for me, it's just never an option." Well, maybe she knew something that we didn't know at the time. Number 4, Jada. The Red Table Talk show has to be one of the worst PR decisions Will Smith and his wife Jada Pinkett Smith made over the last decade. The main idea was to get therapy as a family in a healthy way and fix their problems. Doing that in private can be a great idea, but doing it in front of cameras and turning it into a show for the world to see is a violation of privacy. Granted, they had no idea the infamous slap would take place at the Oscars, but they really failed to think it through. With more new information about the troubled relationship between Jada and Will coming forward, there's a new snippet that adds more insult to injury. It's from a 2018 clip in which Jada is sitting with Will, her mother, and her daughter Willow Smith. In the clip, she clearly reveals she never wanted to get married in the first place. As it turns out, Jada only got married because she felt pressure from her own mother. But this Red Table Talk discussion revealed her frustration to the world. "I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just pregnant, and I just didn't know what to do," the actress revealed, then went on to say, "I never wanted to be married. I really didn't want to get married. We only got married because Gammy was crying. It was almost as if Gammy was like, 'You have to get married, so let's talk about the wedding.' And now Gammy done gone to Will, crying about I don't want a wedding, and now I'm being forced to have a wedding. I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain because I was like, this is serious business. I was so upset that I had to have a wedding. I was so pissed I went crying down the freaking aisle. I cried the whole way down the aisle. Seeing that Jada didn't want to get married to Will in the first place, maybe she would be happier if he divorced her. Maybe. Number 3, Willow Smith. Will and Jada's daughter, Willow Smith, also appears to not want her parents to be together anymore. This comes after a controversial letter she wrote to rapper Tupac Shakur resurfaced. The letter resurfaced after the spotlight was shone on Will Smith and Jada's marriage, after Will slapped Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars on March 27th. The letter, which was supposedly written by Willow, states that she knows he is alive someplace and asks him to come back so mommy and me can be happy. In the full letter read, "Dear Tupac, I know you're alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow." Number 2, Jaden Smith. Unlike his sister Willow, Jaden Smith has always been reluctant to talk about his relationship with his parents. However, the actions of the self-proclaimed mama's boy have been brought into question, as fans are now speculating that his decision to be emancipated from his parents was due to the toxicity of their marriage. In an extract from his memoir, Will Smith revealed that his son Jaden Smith requested emancipation when he was 15 years old. At the time, the reason for Jaden's decision was said to be a response to the fallout from when their 2013 film After Earth was panned by the critics. Will wrote, "After Earth was an abysmal box office and critical failure. And what was worse was that Jaden took the hit. Fans and the press were absolutely vicious. They said and printed things about Jaden that I refused to repeat. Jaden had faithfully done everything I'd instructed him to do, and I had coached him into the worst public mauling he'd ever experienced." Jaden ultimately decided against emancipation, but had he followed through with it, it would have meant that he would have had more control over things like his life, career, future projects, and negotiating contracts. In hindsight, people are now doubting whether that was the actual reason for Jaden wanting to be emancipated. Number 1, the fans. Fans have also not been silent amid the whole mess. Social media is actually going crazy with all the fan messages to Will Smith asking him to divorce Jada. Here are some of the comments made by these fans. Will and Jada need to stop with the whole bad marriage for life thing. Y'all can afford a divorce and get your own homes. The kids are grown. It doesn't need to that way. I had to quote Dr. Phil, but kids would rather come from a broken home than live in one. When I saw them say that, I was like, no, not necessary. Get a divorce. You don't have to ride this until the wheels fall off. It's honestly stunning to me how you can describe their marriage as anything but toxic. And yes, Will Smith is definitely the victim in this whole debacle. Jada and her family gaslight him his entire life. Stay the best of friends by all means, but Will needs to divorce his wife ASAP and find some real happiness. Now we would love to hear from you. Do you think Will should divorce Jada? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other video concerning Jada's manipulation of Will Smith. And as always, thanks for watching.